Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to 8.2 Frost TK. We're in it now. Show you guys my talents. Same shit as the last Frost TK video that I published last night. Nothing changed here. I guess something to take note of, and I'll read the patch notes here as well. Okay, anyway. So, the patch notes. Let's read those, because those are somewhat relevant to the Frost TK we're playing right now. Runic Empowerment, which is your rune generation through Frost Strike, has had its chance to, I guess, generate a Frost rune or depleted rune increased by 0.5%. So it used to be 1.5 and now it's 2% for each runic power you spend. So every time you use Frost Strike, you have a 50% chance to generate a depleted rune, up from 35%. Quick math. Ice Cap now reduces the cooldown of Pillar of Frost by 2 seconds, was previously 1 second. So pretty much what that means is that you can run in like so. Hold on, I got something for this. You can run in like so, and then just cleave all these people down. And then you'll have Frost Strike up by the time, I guess, you know, your Pillar of Frost is down. So pretty much with this build, you're going to have a lot of uptime on Pillar of Frost. And I mean a lot of uptime. Guess we'll just keep hitting. We're not really taking damage. They've also finally nerfed Maledict. Thank fucking god. That ability sucked. I'm actually really happy they finally toned it down a little bit, because it was just outrageous. But then, I don't know, I've thought about this as well. Since Maledict's gone and no other class has a healing absorption, I feel like Unholy DKs are just going to be that much more overpowered, since they still have, you know, percent max health healing absorption. Which, I don't know, it's not the most comforting feeling in the world, but there's not much we can do about it. Anyway, we are just living an incredibly long time. We do have at least one healer on us, though. We're gonna just hopefully apply Frost Fever to everyone, because that's important as a Frost DK. Wow. It's like everyone off the edge, really. We also have essences now. You'll see my 9 ability is one of my essences. Hits for 15,000, which is actually pretty decent, honestly. Especially just for an ability that's up every 30 seconds. I'm surprised it's not halved in PvP, because like anything that's decently strong in PvE is always halved in PvE. That's why traits are halved in PvP, because they're usually really, really strong. So they're not having, I guess, essences, which doesn't make too much sense to me, but, you know, party on, Blizzard. Do whatever the hell you guys want. And again, this is kind of like, I don't know, whenever there's a huge content patch, or like a content patch in the middle of an expansion, I always feel like it's the same feeling. Like, I'm getting the same feeling of 8.2 that I'm getting from Antorus whenever that was released. In multiple ways. The fact that there's a forge that you can get a new ability on, which is, well, big shocker, it was in Antorus too. And then, what else is there? New herbs, also in Antorus, new zone. Obviously, Antorus kind of does the same thing. And this isn't necessarily a complaint, I'm just drawing similarities here. Even though 90% of my videos are just, like, low-budget complaining. I don't know what you want to call it. But anyway. Yeah, I don't even know what this is called. Concentrated Flame. It's not bad, but it just feels like, I don't know. Whenever these patches happen, they really just feel like, not a reskin, but for lack of a better description, just a reskin of previous, I guess, middle expansion patches. Need to apply Frost Fever to, like, everyone here, because it just does so much damage, and it also generates runes for you, or has a chance to, so that's the really big incentive to doing that. Let's go on the BOIII. The BOIII that was probably getting focused decently well from our team, and we just death grip away. We're not able to hit anyone. If only I used Chains of Ice, maybe I'd be able to do a little bit more damage. My god. No way that's me doing that. That karma on me, it is not, so I have nothing to worry about. I believe that Hunter's still on me. Let's use Death Strike a little bit here to get some of my health back. Oh, I do want to see how many times I do get Pillar of Frost up. Because obviously that cooldown's been reduced from 1 second whenever you use your cooldowns to 2 seconds whenever it crits. I think it's whenever you crit with Killing Machine that it gives you that. Just gonna Death Strike all this health back, because we can do that, lol. Some guy was in my random battleground last night and he was talking about how he was out healing, I believe, a Mistweaver as an Unholy Death Knight too, which is, I think Frost heals a little bit more than Unholy, but it's not a huge difference. Oh, hey, a Berserking, I'll take that. You fucker. You goddamn big, broke back bitch. That sucks. I really wanted that Berserking, but not much we can do, so we're gonna hit the AFK person, really show my skill right here. Gonna apply Frost Fever to everyone. Hopefully get it on those 4. We did. This guy's not using Death Strike for some reason. I'm asking questions. There's AMS. Now we Death Strike for health back. And I'll read more of the patch notes, I guess, as soon as a team fight's over, but we've been team fighting since, like, the very beginning of this video, so... And we'll Death Grip you back. I think that's a Spirit Heal on me. Sure is. I don't have AMS for that Fire Mage, so if he uses Greater Pyro, we might just kind of flop. Run away. Okay, let's get into the more patch notes. Ice Cap now reduces Pillar of Frost cooldown by 2 seconds, was 1 second. I'll go into that talent more in a little bit. After this Proud Pally stops being annoying. Gonna Trinket that even though there's really no point. I think I got cleansed immediately after anyway, so... Big loss for me. Okay, let's go over traits. Traits, abilities, talents, same thing. Your Frost Strike and Obliterate crits have reduced the remaining cooldown of Pillar of Frost by 3 seconds. This does count. In case you don't know, Obliterate and Frost Strike hit 2 times, one for your main hand, one for your offhand. If you hit 2 crits, one with main hand, one with offhand, the cooldown will be reduced by 6 seconds in total, 3 seconds for each hit that does happen. So that's something to keep in mind. You'll notice that a few times, like if you just actually pay attention to my Pillar of Frost cooldown, I'll just get like a full Killing Machine crit, or whatever it's called. The thing that makes your Obliterate crit, and it'll reduce the cooldown by 5 seconds. It's actually kind of ridiculous, because you get, I think, 20% strength from Pillar of Frost, which, now it's 10% now. And then it goes up by 1% for every rune you spend. Anyway, long story short, you're going to have a shit ton of strength uptime. A lot now. Frost Strike damage increased by 15%. Just a flat increase to Frost Strike. Breath of Cinder goes as then the next change as well, which is really the only other change Frost DK got. Breath of Cinder damage is reduced by 10%. Breath of Cinder now generates 2 runes, 1 cast, and another 2 when it expires, so trying to even out the rune generation through that. And then Breath of Cinder now costs 16 runic power per second, up from 15. This doesn't really affect me. It might affect some of you, but I haven't ran that trait since, I think like Legion-ish, when it actually really did damage. Also when Frost DK was viable, but I don't think we're not viable right now. I think we'll have more of a place now with essences, if we can somehow get unique playstyle through essences, but so far it just seems like Frost Strike damage is up a little bit, we have more uptime on our Pillar of Frost. That's kind of it, in my opinion. Which isn't a bad thing. And then if you guys want to see traits, it's the same one I was running yesterday. Pretty much just trying to buff my Frost Strike as much as possible. Use Spirit Resist someone. Okay, we'll Death Grip you. Use cooldowns here, Pillar of Frost and Power Rune Weapon, Trinket that. Then just generate as much strength as possible. Nice thing about hitting Guardian Druids is that, oh my god, 11,000 on-crit on this guy. Nice thing about hitting Guardian Druids is that you just hit through all of their armor with all of your Frost damage. So that's something to keep in mind and something to, I guess, think about whenever you're playing. Not just Death Knight in general, but I mean it can apply to just Death Knight in general since Unholies do shadow damage and Frost DKs do frost damage, but you definitely hit through pretty much all of the armor on anyone. You'll see my Obliterates hit this Rot Pally for like 2,000, and then my Frost Strikes hit for about 13,000, which is a decent damage difference, I'd say. Use Pillar of Frost again. Let's see. So 40 seconds cooldown. Ah, dang. So it doesn't... Okay. A little bit misleading there when I was talking about, I guess, the Pillar of Frost reduction. Even if you do get a killing machine proc and use it, it only reduces by 3 seconds. Not by 6. I wish it was 6, but then the downtime of Pillar of Frost would just be non-existent. Which, if you play this correctly, I've heard you can just have 100% uptime on Pillar of Frost. They also changed this. I kind of like it. It also shows you how much honor you get at the end of the match and what piece of armor you get. So good job, Blizz. Only took you guys... God, have we had the same battleground thing since vanilla? I'd like to say we have. I don't know. I'm still waiting for the beta invite, though, Blizz. Feel free to send that my way whenever you want. Even though I think the beta's ending soonish. It kind of defeats the purpose of getting a beta invite if it's going to go down anyway soon. And then, I don't know. Classic comes out in like 2 months anyways. 1v whatever me, please. Like, I can actually do this, though. The power of Frost DK knows no bounds. I think I'll actually main Frost DK over Unholy now. But, I don't know, Unholy with Necrotics, I'll probably have to play Unholy in Arena just for the necrotic strikes, but whenever I'm playing Battlegrounds, definitely gonna play Frost more willingly, I suppose, now. There's a 10,000. I do see Frost Strike just hitting a shit ton harder now, which is good to see. With depleted runes, which, if you have, like, less than 3 runes as a Frost CK, or with certain traits, your Frost Strike does more damage. With depleted traits, I'm hitting for about 7,000, 10,000 with procs and Pillar of Frost. So, Frost Strike's kind of just hitting like a truck now. Of course, all my damage is just Frost Fever, Howling Blast, Remorseless Winter. Because it's just AoE damage. And Frost DKs do better AoE damage, in my opinion, than Unholy's, because Unholy's just press one button and then it happens, which is the glory of Unholy, I guess. You just press one button, and then you're just, I don't know, it's like all of your damage. That's what Virulent Plague is. We'll just, let's just run away. There's no point in this anymore. The essences kind of confuse me, by the way, because you can get different essences. And I have the one you just get from the normal, like, beginning quest of 8.2. But the ones where, I don't even know where you get the Mechagon one. There's a Battleground one too, but you have to get a quest for it. And the Battleground one actually looks decent. It's this one. Increased crit, increased haste, and damage. 2.8 million. 2.8 million healing. Holy shit. Alright. We'll, just pretend like we're gonna do something there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That's Frost DK in 8.2. It does seem a little bit better. But I do think it still needs work, especially on Obliterate. I think that's the only thing that just feels really shitty right now. Because in Legion, Obliterate was hitting arguably more than Frost Strike, and now Frost Strike's hitting the most. If you do run Frost DK, I'd highly recommend just trying to buff Frost Strike as much as possible, and then getting the trait that gives you strength whenever Pillar of Frost ends. That's what I'm trying to go for right now. So, pro tip, like, comment, subscribe, description, bell thing. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out the Twitch, and I'll see you guys some other time.